Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Apex Garage. For 2018, Kevin and I are going to be introducing a bunch of new projects, including Project Skyline. Today we're going to be removing the old Japanese coilovers from the car that came with the car when we imported it and installing some new BC BR type street coilovers, getting this thing back on the road. Now that I've finished removing the old beat up Japanese coilovers, we are going to be pulling out the new BC Racing BR type coilovers and getting them set to the correct length. We're going to use the old coilovers as a ballpark starting point for that. The spring rates are different, so we will be making some adjustments down the road to get that stuff situated. So first we're going to take a measurement of the old coilover, get an idea of where we need to get this new one set up at. And so we need to break this one loose so that we can we are going to bring the car down a little bit, so the measurement will be a little bit shorter on this end. We're going to see where this puts us. Tighten this collar down. Now we're just making sure that the right rear and left rear are the same length, as well as the new left front and right front. Obviously, we made some adjustments and went a little bit shorter than where the old coilovers were at, so we're just verifying that we got these set. A lot of companies send you the coilovers with the preload already set for you, but just verify that. You should not be able to turn the spring very easily. There should be a lot of resistance if you try to turn the spring. There certainly shouldn't be any slop in the spring. BC Racing calls for about 5 millimeters of preload. We verified that that is indeed what these ones are set at, so we are good to go. So now that we have all of the ride heights set, we're going to install these, get the car on the ground, and see if any adjustments need to be made. So these coilovers come with 30 clicks of adjustment for the rebound. We're going to put it at 8 from hard, which is the factory setting. So So we're gonna turn the knob all the way to the hard side, which is going to be clockwise in this case. You wanna make sure that you feel each click deliberately and count them out to yourself. And usually you wanna make sure that the same person always adjusts all 4 corners so that there's no discrepancies. Alright, so we are finishing up installing the last coilover. We're going to throw on the Koenig wheels and check out the ride height and see if we need to make any adjustments. Unfortunately, there's about 6 inches of snow on the ground, so even if the car was ready to go drive today, we couldn't go take it for a test ride, but we're hoping to have this thing sorted really soon so that we can get it out on the streets and play around with it a little bit. So we have these Koenig wheels, SSMs, and we're going to be installing them on the R32 Skyline today. They are 18 by 9.5 plus 22 all the way around. So we're going to see how they look once we get it on the ground. These aren't factory fenders, so we'll have to see what the offset looks like and see what we end up with. I'd love to make that smooth for you, but I fucking suck. And like, I suck with gloves on. I'm like,
coilovers, check. Lug nuts, fuck no.
Lug nuts, what? Alright, so we are jacking the car up now. On the ground, take a look at what we've got. So I'm trying to use my body weight to set the springs a little bit so we can get a better idea of what the ride height might look like when the springs settle. Right now we're looking a little bit on the high side of the ride height game, so definitely gonna have to lower the car a little bit, but overall it looks great. I wish we could go drive it, but like I said earlier, the weather is not compliant this week, so we're gonna have to wait until next week when we get this thing back together and get out on the road.